everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brittany and I talk to you guys about everything having to do with the human experience, and it's mostly a lot of neurodivergent rambling, but you usually either learn something or are quite entertained. So today I want to talk to you guys about what happens when a neurodivergent tries to eat. Okay, for those of you who think that we're all just a little bit neurodivergent, this right here is the proof that we are not the same. Okay, I have suffered long and hard, and I will tell you, as someone with AuDhd and ARFID and binge eating disorder and sensory processing disorder, eating's not fun for me, okay? Figuring out what I want to eat is like the bane of my existence. And going on dates used to be horrible. Meeting new people and eating with them is still very much uncomfortable. And it's not like I'm like embarrassed. It's what I eat, okay? I tell people to just pretend that they're like babysitting a small child and then I'll be dandy. Like if you want to go out to eat, like we should probably go to Applebee's or like a diner. I could do Italian, but that's about it. And when I start describing it, it just gets more and more embarrassing. But you know what? I'm not changing for anybody. I know some of you like to make these videos and they're like, oh, watch me try new foods. I don't like anything. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing exposure therapy. I am all about personal growth, but this is a boundary I will not cross. And as an adult, a lot of the things that I won't eat turned out to be really unhealthy for you. Like I won't eat a sandwich. I'll make a grilled cheese, but that's about it. And I gotta make it. I don't like how some of you people put weird things like mayo. My aunt puts mayo on it. Ugh. Anyways, I don't eat soup because it's basically salty water with food floating in it. Like stuff's just floating in the water. It's gross. Okay, everything is gross to me. You know the movie Inside Out? I'm the green one, the one that's like disgust. Yeah, everything's gross to me. I don't eat meat unless it's chicken, but if I get a yucky piece, that's it. I made it myself and I threw out like half the package because it all looked like yucky pieces to me, and I was like dry heaving the whole time. Thank God nobody was here to see that. I changed my gloves like 8 times. I can't. It's so disgust. If I only had one food for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. And pizza comes in a lot of different forms. Healthy wise, like 4 fruits and like 4 vegetables. And otherwise, like, I don't know, pasta with butter. That should have been your first clue. Because, you know, I only got diagnosed like not even 2 years ago. And that whole time before it, people really just thought I was picky. I literally eat like 5 things. I don't like anything. Skeeve. Everything is disgusting. I literally won't eat a bag of chips if somebody else opened them like 2 days ago. It's not happening. Same with cereal. And I don't put milk in my cereal. And I'd rather eat like fake food than real food, like boxed mac and cheese over homemade. Like I really am a child and I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with it. But when I tell you that like it's just still embarrassing to have to explain this to somebody, they're literally just like, what do you eat? So on top of this whole, you know, I don't like anything, but I figured it out and I keep frozen pizza in the house, and I do what I can to get nutrients in my body. I have protein shakes. I got those Danimals yogurts to like just force something down if I have to. I did suffer with like, I won't call it anorexia. I guess that's just like I had longer binges of not eating and I could go a while without it. And like I was always kind of a chunkster, so it's not like my body was malnutritious ever. But recently, I want to say around COVID time, I went on a binge that I couldn't stop eating, and I was like a bottomless pit and I was blowing up like a balloon, and I was like, no, there has to be something wrong with my thyroid or something. Went to the doctor. There's nothing wrong with me. Couldn't stop. My whole family is full of binge eaters. I knew I had ADHD. I felt it. I kind of felt like I had autism too, but that one I wasn't sure if my doctor was going to agree or not, because it was minor compared to most people. But once you start checking off boxes, that explains why nobody caught the ADHD, because the TISM Like ADHD people usually talk like this, but like the tism won't let that happen. I don't like hugs. I don't touch people like that. I touch people for a living. Other than that, like don't unsolicitedly come at me or anything. I don't want that. Nobody should be touching anyone. Put your hands to yourself. And I do take a lot of things literally, and I never really realized that that was an autism, but like it is. When my mom said like keep your hands to yourself, I take that very literally. I don't touch anybody. Like even if there's something in someone's hair, like I feel so weird being like, hey, like hold on, you got like a little linty thing. And I warn people before I like put hands on them at all. And I've never been in a fight. I do very much take things literally. I have a very strong sense of justice. Like right or wrong, it's very clear. Gross or not gross. And so now I'm on Vyvanse, and that closed the door to the binging. It's been a godsend. It's literally the best thing that ever happened to me. I've been so functional. I've never been this functional in my life. I literally get more done than I ever have. I definitely would have been like a genius, like neurosurgeon, had I had this growing up, because I suffered hard in school, like for the dumbest things. I hang my jacket up and it would just fall off the hook and I would just leave it there. Guess what? I still do that because I'm furious that it fell off the hook after I bothered to hang it up in the first place. It's like it was just like mocking me. So I look at my jacket and I'm like, nah, I hung you up. You fell. That's your choice. And I walk away and it's still on the floor. So now that I'm on Vyvanse, like I already didn't like food. Food was already hard to eat, but I was a chunkster, right? So now I'm really happy with the way I look, but food is still, unappealing, if anything more so. So like even pizza, that's my safest of foods. I got a pizza delivered like a couple weeks ago. I had to take a break from the Vyvanse because I was like, everything smells disgusting and I can't eat. Like, no, I don't want anything. So I had to take off for a few days. And I swear the smell of the pizza smelled like a rodent, like a mouse or something. Like, I don't even, some of the smells, my boyfriend thinks I'm crazy, but like I smell things and I'm like, the hell is that? I smelled his feet, which he said, he was like, oh my God, I'm throwing these shoes out. And I was like, did you leave them outside? Because when I pulled up, I swear I smelled feet. And he was like, no, but like, I got home like 5 minutes before you. I'm like, I smelled your feet from like before I even got out of my car. That's crazy. Like if you ate guac in the house and I came home like hours later, I would be like, oh, I smell guac. Like I'm like a bloodhound. It's actually ridiculous. And it's not by any means something I'm bragging about because it is horrible. Half of taste is smell, and almost everything smells bad. And thank God I chose the right career where I work with essential oils. And like, if there is a bad smell, which there almost never is because spas smell good, if there is a bad smell, I'm dumping peppermint everywhere. Citrus, like I will put oils all over the place. There will be no bad smells in my presence. That's not allowed. So food's a nightmare, and sometimes you're just like, all right, like I need the perfect food, and like you can't eat otherwise. So you know what, Danimals have been helpful. I very much recommend keeping like Go-Gurt, stuff like that in your house if you suffer like I do. If you can even get that down, it took me a long time to even like yogurt. I don't even like it. It's really just the Danimals and the Go-Gurt. Like real yogurt, it's all right. I can force it down. I've been on enough diets from being chunky my whole life that like I've had to force some things down, but it's so limited that like no diet is sustained, which is why I was always so like, what am I gonna do? And this has been the answer to my prayers, because the human body actually doesn't need that much food. It doesn't. So now things are great. And I'm going to just be honest because most people are not very open about it, but I got veneers like back not even a year ago, and it ruined food even more as if I didn't already dislike everything. Now I'm also paranoid to break the veneers. So no like bagels, I got to eat it, like rip it into little bitty pieces. And so I'm not going to do that in public. Apples got to be cut up into pieces, but I don't really want to chomp into an apple. I'm not a horse. I buy the cut up little pouches. So, you know, that's not really a problem. But like even chips, like I'm like, don't chomp with your front teeth. It's much harder than you think. And nobody tells you about that part of having veneers because it's so pretty that like who cares? But this is why famous people are skinny. They can't eat a lot of stuff because of these. It really takes whatever joy there was of food and it's just gone now. So, I mean, whatever. I'd rather not have crazy blood sugar from a bottomless pit of eating like a whole box of donuts in one sitting. So, you know, fine. But it really, people don't understand. You think like, oh, just try it, or like you're so picky and particular, and like, I don't know. I also have a nut allergy. I'm really annoying to go out to eat with, unless we go somewhere with a kids menu. Caesar salads kind of helped, but now nobody can eat lettuce because there's like poison in the lettuce. I don't even know what's going on. I got food poisoning a couple years ago from a Caesar salad. So, and I got a food poisoning from a dry salad years before that. So like I tread lightly anyway. I'd rather just eat cucumbers. And I used to just be like a bowl of cucumbers and croutons, but now I'm kind of scared to eat croutons because they're really hard. So I really just, I'll just eat a cucumber. Those little cucumber sandwiches are nice, but like I don't want to actually make them. I'll buy the bread and the cream cheese and the cucumbers and then never make the sandwich and it'll all go bad and I'll throw it all out. And I keep doing that. And like, I should just stop buying food. I'm not going to eat it. I should just give up. But then I tell myself, even though I waste so much money on food, that like, well, you're so annoying about food. Like you need something in your body. So like, don't feel bad about the one delivery a day you get or whatever it is, right? Because that's all I eat. But like French fries, like solid order French fries. I'm happy. I'm cool. But it's real, or mozzarella sticks, you know? I'm a child. It's very unhealthy what I do. And I tell people, don't do what I do. And people even say, like, oh my God, you're so skinny. What are you doing? And I'm like, taking ADHD medicine. And they're like, oh, you look great. Keep doing it. And some people just look at me. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, just, I'm crazy. Like, it helps. Food's gross now. Like, and everyone else kind of is doing GLPs. So they're like, why don't you just do GLPs? I'm like, because my problem is my brain. My brain's hungry. My body actually isn't at all. And now it's kind of the opposite. Now my brain's not hungry at all. And my body's like, please feed me. And I'm like, nah, you good. You good. I'll eat like 4 slices of pizza later. We'll be cool. So actually, while I was dieting, it would have been nice if someone would have told me this. But if you eat 2 boards of Elios, and that's like 6 slices, that's like 3 servings on the box, that's still a calorie deficit if that's all you ate. So I made 2 boards of Elios and I steamed a bag of broccoli out of the freezer into the microwave and then threw it on the Elios. And I think it was like 1,200 calories, and that was a lot of food, like a lot. And honestly, I could have had that as 2 meals and been cool, but I stuffed my face at once with it. So intermittent fasting. Sorry, I'm not editing that out. It's a lot of work. You're just gonna have to accept the yawn. But I'll wrap it up because all this talk about food, and I'm like, oh, there's ice cream in my freezer, so you know, I'm gonna hit that up. But there are days where I'm like, you know what? I'd actually rather eat ice cream than dinner. But I always try to get some pizza in my body or like something real food like, because otherwise the next day I'm going to be like, oh my God, I need nutrients or something. So for everyone who suffers like I do when it comes to food, I sympathize. You're not alone. It's freaking embarrassing. And honestly, I think we should bring more awareness to ARFID because I don't think anybody talks about it. And everyone just thinks that it's like a picky eater thing. And it's really not. It's mostly sensory. It's a little like overthinking about what the food actually is. Even if you do that in America, you're never eating again because The animal crackers said bioengineered food ingredient. I'm talking the box of animal crackers that looks like a zoo. Pretty sure it never used to say that on the box. So, like, I don't know if they recently added some weird ingredient or if they just have to say it now. Well, I keep yawning all of a sudden. So, oh, it's like 11:22. That's probably why. I'm not usually tired this late. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just crashing because it's been a never-ending year of a to-do list that just won't quit. And on top of that, I have to make the exhausting decision to figure out what food I want like all the time, and it's actually ridiculous. But from when I did Weight Watchers, I did learn something a little interesting. For like 2 Ritz crackers, you can eat like half a bag of goldfish. So when I am trying not to be a chunkster, I eat goldfish instead of Ritz crackers. So, way less calories, way less points, however they figure out points. Sorry. Oh my goodness. I really should just hurry up and stop talking. But there's just one more thing I want to tell you because oh, look, now I'm tearing. I am also giving you some like how to lose weight tips, and I know everybody wants those, so I'm just gonna give you one more. If anyone's heard of the AuDhd diet, it used to be the Medifast diet. It's like astronaut food, and it's like a 500 calories, like you eat 100-calorie bar things or whatever meal replacements they have, smoothies, whatever. It's not terrible, but as somebody who doesn't like anything, it was mostly just the bars that I could tolerate and like the occasional smoothie if my boo made it, because if I made it, the powder wouldn't mix in and it didn't taste good. So the point is the bars, I know like some of them are don't be hating. Some of the bars are not bad. And they have a lot of protein and vitamins and nutrients in it. And I go on and off of it, but I try to keep the bars handy just as like something to get something healthy into my body. And everyone's like, oh, well, that's just like processed. And I'm like, yeah, well, so are Pop-Tarts. And I really think that I should be getting in vitamins and protein in my body in replacement or in addition to the Pop-Tarts that I live on. So, you know what? It's an option, and I think people, if you can handle like start stuffing it down, like they got a s'mores one, they got a lemon one, they got like a mint chocolate one, a regular chocolate one, the berry one, the oatmeal one. So like they're not horrible. Okay. And after a while of eating them, you stop tasting the protein. And same with protein shakes, but like it's my saving grace. It's the only reason that I'm not like sick and needing like IVs or something. And as a holistic healer practitioner, everyone I work with is very health conscious. They're always eating these weird salads that smell horrible. All healthy food smells like ass. And I am like, can we not open the mini fridge, you guys? Can we not microwave anything, you guys? Like, it's 8 a.m. Nobody wants to smell whatever died in the mini fridge right now, please. And they know, and they're so sweet. They like spray or like wait till I'm not there to open the mini fridge. But like, you guys, ew. Just throw it out. But in general, like, I get it. The healthy people, the healthy food, whatever. But I'm not that. And I try really hard to be. But like certain things I'm just not willing to do. So I do other things to compensate. I take a lot of vitamins. I used to sell for USANA, which is a really good vitamin company. But apparently I was the only customer and it was expensive. So, I backed off. If I actually had customers, I would have probably still been buying from them. But also remembering to take like 20 vitamins every day was really hard because I almost never remember to take the ones I have. And the pills I'm on, they actually, I don't know if you guys have heard of Vyvanse. I'm assuming most of the people that are still with me, you guys are neurodivergent and also struggling with eating. And so if you're on medication like the Vyvanse, then you probably are missing a lot of magnesium in your body because it kind of just eats up all the magnesium. So I try to remember to take a magnesium supplement, whatever helps, if it's supposedly good for you, like I'll do it. Sometimes, like weirdly enough, everyone says magnesium glycinate is the good one, and that magnesium oxate is like the crap. Like it's like hardly absorbed and it doesn't do anything, but somehow I sleep amazing when I take the oxide, and then I wake up like so refreshed. My body doesn't hurt. Weird, but maybe my body just needs magnesium that very desperately. But whatever makes you feel better. And if you're not on any ADHD meds and you do want some kind of mood regulation and like to feel a little better, ashwagandha with milk thistle actually made me feel amazing. But now with these pills, I can't mix them. But I still don't want to throw them out because they are really good, but I'm not going to not take what I'm taking. So like they're going to go bad and I'm eventually probably going to throw them out. So like there's that. So take in whatever health you can. Your body actually doesn't really need that much food, but I don't know. I'm just one of those that doesn't go out to eat because of this, unless it's, again, something off a kid's menu mostly. So, you know what? We should make a restaurant for this. For like, oh my God, I might have to re-record this. I yawned like 8 times. We should make a restaurant for all the weird eaters like us. More power to the weirdos that just, it's who they are. And you know what? More compassion and more awareness for the people that suffer from everybody judging what they ingest. Like, people always have something to say about my eating, and it's kind of like, you know what? Why do you care what I'm putting in my body? Mind your business, people, you know? So I'm with you guys, and I would love to see in the comments if anybody struggles the way I do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go have to find me some Instagram thread where people are talking about it. It's really hard to find though. Nobody really, maybe I'm the only wacko in this world that eats this ridiculous, but like if I'm not, nobody really posts that much good stuff about it online. So, I'm gonna make more content because somebody else out there is a giant child like I am. So now I'm gonna go eat junk food, and for anybody deciding what they want for dinner, good luck. I'll be suffering with you tomorrow. Have a good night.